My name's Robert Clayson, and I'm just here to share a little bit with you about my life and the ways that God has changed me and made himself known to me. I did struggle with anger a lot. As a kid, I was very insecure and realized that in order to deal with my insecurities about who I was, about my family, it was easier for me to throw punches, and I didn't learn any good positive ways to deal with anger. It wasn't something I could talk about with my folks, and so I had a very troubled home life. I knew that at some point the things I was doing wasn't good, and realized that I really needed to make changes and started seeking after God on a deeper level. I started going to church and started just trying to seek after God a little bit more. And at some point really just left my life behind, started going to a business computer school, and reading my Bible all the time, just reading and praying. And God really began to work in my heart and change who I was as an individual, and just opened my mind and my heart to who he was. And I became a Christian when I was 19, and really made some serious life changes throughout that time. I remember I used to go downtown Portland and evangelize all the time, just hoping to be able to share scriptures and to share Jesus with people. But I remember an instance once downtown Portland, and there was a whole bunch of street kids surrounding this kid that just got off a Greyhound bus, and I thought, they're gonna trash that kid and he probably needs some help. So I went over there and I was trying to break up the situation, and one of the street kids, it was a 14-year-old girl, came up to me and just started punching me in the face. And I didn't know how to respond to that as a Christian. As a non-Christian, I would have probably punched her back, but I realized that well, she had 20 friends and I was by myself, and I can't just hit her. So I just let her punch me, and eventually I left. But it was really sobering and humiliating for me to go through that. But in that situation, I was given the power to not hurt that girl, because when I became a Christian, I remembered and heard a song in church about he could have called 10,000 angels to destroy the world and set him free. And I realized that power is knowing you can do something or having the ability to do it, but not doing it. Sometimes you need to refrain from doing something. And I saw that Jesus did that. And in that situation, for me, all I knew is, if I want people to see Jesus in my life, I can't be punching people. I can't be hurting people. In 1 Corinthians 13, it says, if I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. And I realized that no matter what I do in my life, even if I'm doing good things or think I'm doing good things, if there's not love in my heart, that it's really nothing. It's only because of Jesus' love for me, God's love for me, that I'm able to love other people. And when he made himself known to me, it opened my heart and my mind in ways that I never ever would have imagined were possible. And through his continual love for me, even though I continue to sin, I continue to fail, I'm always failing in something, but God's love is always there for me, and it always gives me hope. And I hope that at some point God can use my life to help others.